This World Cup has been unbelievable. Kai, great game against Costa Rica. How do you feel about the... This isn't a good time, is it? Oh, Lukaku, any thoughts on... Yikes. Cavani, do you... Let's cut to commercials. What's up, everyone? The group stages have come to a close, and I must say, this has been one of the craziest group stages I've seen, for sure. This round was interesting for a few reasons. It was only the first round, sure, but these matches really did have knockout energy. And as a testament to the level of competition that we're seeing right now, no team in these group stages has taken maximum points. Here's a very real snapshot of me watching each group stage match side by side as they played simultaneously. Netherlands-Qatar was a foregone conclusion before the teams even took to the pitch. 2-0 to the Netherlands. We did get another Gakpo goal, which is becoming more and more expected at this point. There was some good stuff from the Netherlands in this one too. Let's see how they fare going forward. Ecuador-Senegal was a classic. It was a really physical match, with Senegal going forward first through a strike from Ismail Assar. Ecuador equalized halfway through the second half, but Senegal came right back immediately with the Koulibaly goal. As many expected, Senegal and the Netherlands made it out of this group alive and kicking. No surprises there, really. Likewise, England-Wales was a match that many were expecting to go the way of the English, and it did. Here's a visual representation of the ball after Rashford struck it for the opener of the match. In his first start of this World Cup, he's only gone ahead and bagged 2 goals. He feeds the kids and he bangs goals. Elite behavior, if you ask me. The USA-Iran match wasn't quite as straightforward. This was a nerve-wracking affair for both sets of fans. Iran would have only needed a draw to go through, which is crazy considering their 6-2 loss in the opening match. Pulisic had other ideas though. He scored the winner and in doing so ensured that he will not be able to tell his kids the tale. A true American hero. Kidding. He's alright. It's heartbreak for the Iranians out there. They played a really good tournament. With USA and England going through, this group came to a close. Again, no real surprises there. Now this is where the surprises really started to kick into gear. Over the course of the next few games, the permutations were going crazy. In Group D, an Australia win would take them into the next round, but they were facing a Denmark side that was fancied as dark horses going into the tournament. While that match was a bit of a toss-up, the next one was a little bit more obvious, Tunisia versus France. I mean, come on, let's be fair. We all know how that result was going to go. It was pretty obvious that Tunisia took the lead against France in the 58th minute. For a minute, it looked like they'd done the impossible, but this was literally only for a minute. Australia, who must have had their senses tingling, scored a minute later, and that's how the games ended. Turns out everyone actually should have been afraid of the dark kangaroos. This was very tough on Tunisia, but they can hold their heads up high. It was a fantastic effort from them, and unfortunately for the Danes, this was just not their year. Joining France in the round of 16, deservedly so, was Australia. Argentina-Poland was a pretty cagey matchup. Controversial penalties, penalty saves, confessions of illegal betting.
Told him I can bet him €100 that he wasn't going to give it, so I've lost the bet against Messi. I don't know if that's allowed at the World Cup. I'm probably going to get banned for it. I don't care right now.
But in the end, it was Argentina that sealed the victory. It was McAllister and Julian Alvarez with the kill shots. And even though Poland lost, they were still in contention for the round of 16. The only issue was that the match on the other side of the table would be deciding that for them. By the 94th minute, Mexico and Poland were level on everything in the group, as Mexico were 2-0 up against Saudi Arabia. Points, goals scored, head-to-head. For a while, it looked like fair play would be the deciding factors. But in typical 2022 World Cup fashion, deep added time action was what decided the match. Saudi Arabia scored in the 95th minute to shatter Mexican dreams. An insane group where each team won at least once. Argentina are better than Poland, but are they really? Saudi Arabia beat Argentina, Poland beat Saudi Arabia, and Argentina beat Poland. On to Group F. Another win for Morocco, another win for the CAF boys, and another round of 16 appearance for my African brothers. Let's go, but... Sorry. That was unprofessional. Off the back of a string of good performances, undefeated Morocco beat an already eliminated Canada by 2-1. They did end up scoring every goal in the match, but Canada did apply some pressure here. Croatia and Belgium played out to a 0-0 draw and effectively signaled the end of the quote-unquote golden Belgium generation. Lukaku brought his shooting boots to the game. Only problem is that he left them in the locker room and decided to rock Tim's instead. Again, not sure why they keep allowing him to do that. Here we have assistant coach Thierry Henry, confused like the rest of us. With Morocco and Croatia on top, This is how Group F ended. Belgium and Canada down and out. The drama continued when Japan faced off against Spain in the final match of Group E. Murata drew first blood in the first half. During the halftime break, my sources informed me that Japan had a guest speaker. In the second half, Ritsudoan came through with yet another goal off the bench, and Aotanaka made it 2-1. In controversial fashion, I might add. In the lead up to the goal, the ball looked like it had gone out of play, but the scientists over at FIFA assured us it had not. If you would have told me before going into this tournament that Japan would beat both Germany and Spain and then somehow lose to Costa Rica, I probably would have silently gotten up and left the conversation. But here we are. And even further to that, there was a moment where time stopped and it looked like the impossible was about to become reality. Costa Rica and Japan both ahead. Spain and Germany both dropping out. The world was descending into chaos. This period lasted about 3 whole minutes, and I'm silently waiting for the official statistics on all the heart attacks, babies conceived, and crippling debt accrued from those 3 minutes. But Germany decided to overturn the deficit and win 4-2. It didn't matter though, they still dropped out of contention for the trophy. For the second time in a row, the Germans have failed to progress past the group stages. Japan topped the group as Spain made it out on goal difference. Guess that 7-0 win mattered after all. Of the many intercontinental rivalries we got in this tournament, Ghana-Uruguay was set up to explode. Not a knockout match, yet still a match that would decide who got knocked out. The first meeting at a World Cup between Ghana and Uruguay since the incident, and within 16 minutes, history repeated itself. Not so much an interfering hand, but a penalty award. And in different yet similar fashion, the penalty was missed and Uruguay went on to win it. 2 goals with who else but Luis Suarez getting 2 assists. Portugal were already through, and after going up by a goal within 5 minutes, I think a lot of people were of the opinion that this was just going to be a run-of-the-mill win for the Portuguese. Portugal and Uruguay were going through. I mean, everyone knew it. Only thing is that, as we've all seen, the Asian Confederation came to play in matchday 3. A 2-goal comeback saw South Korea lead Portugal, pulling them level with Uruguay, although quite significantly, it put South Korea ahead on goal difference. The South Korea match finished earlier than the other, so the wait for the final result was tense. After 9 minutes of added time in the Uruguay-Ghana match, the moment that South Korea and the fans caught wind of the fact that they were through, it was quite a scene. Son was crying, but this time it was tears of joy, and he deserves it. Take a look at this insane shot before he provided the assist for the winner. And just like that, it was Portugal on top and South Korea followed closely behind. Suarez, Ayew and the gang will have to wait till next time. Cameroon came away with 3 points after facing Brazil on the final match day, a result that could have seen them go through to the round of 16 if matches on the other side of the table went their way, but for the time being, they had a job to do, and they did it. Vincent Abubakar scored the late winner, then took his shirt off to celebrate. He was already on a yellow card, so this could only end one way. But I gotta say, this has to be one of the most buddy-buddy sending offs I've ever seen in a competitive match. You can see the referee didn't want to send him off. Also, I can't blame him for celebrating like that. He just scored the winner against Brazil. I do the same. In the end, the victory actually didn't matter all that much though, as Switzerland took the lead, then trailed, then came from behind to win by 3-2 against Serbia. And all goals in this match were quality, I must say. Anyway, this is how things stood at the end of this group. We already knew Brazil was going through and Switzerland were the chosen ones to join them and fight another day. And there we have it, some really enjoyable games in one of the craziest group stages I've ever witnessed. Just a heads up for the coming weeks, the video essays will be returning in full force, much like the Croatia one that was just released. You can go ahead and check that one out if you haven't. I really enjoyed putting it together. As for the reviews, I'll be reviewing all the knockout stages all together at the end of the tournament, as well as probably a special video on the winner, so you can watch out for those. And yeah, feel free to follow all the socials. That's all for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you're having a great day. Cheers, and I will catch you in the next one.